Hey guys, it's me, CharlieYDM. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be making my Happy Tree Friends character tier list. That's right, so I'm going to be ranking all Happy Tree Friends characters from S tier down to D tier. So yeah, this is quite exciting actually. I haven't done this before, and yeah, I'm doing it in today's video. Now, before I start, I just want to say this is just my opinion on where I want to put these characters. Like, for example, if your least favourite gets put up in S tier and your favourite, gets put in D tier, please do not hate me. Honestly, I've got no problem with anyone who's got a different opinion to me. This is just my opinion. This is what I like to go with, and this is just basically what I think. So if you disagree to me, honestly, that's fine. But honestly, don't go out and attack me, because I won't attack you if you have to do opinion to me. So yeah, this is just my opinion. This is what I'm basically choosing to go with. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So the first character of all characters to basically choose from is Marmot. Marmot. I don't really know, to be honest. He's not. I mean, he's quite a meh character. Like, he's just mainly there. Like, even though he's in an ice cube, he does some really talented stuff, and I think he's probably the oldest character here because most of the time he's you see, he's a caveman, right? And he's inside an ice cube. Yet despite all that, he's got some good talent. He can do most things that honestly most other characters can't do inside a freaking ice cube. And like, he works in an ice cream van, and he has a really freezing cold house that obviously you can go to if it's really hot, like what Lify Shifty did in one of the episodes. But yeah, Marmot doesn't really say anything, doesn't do much. He did make an appearance in a Happy Tree Friends parody. I forget what it's called, but I remember he was at Ice Cube then. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, with Marmot, I think I'm gonna put Marmot in. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I'll put him in the middle. I just think he's just there. He's got some talent, but he's just quite a mess. So I'm gonna put Marmot in B tier. So that's where I put Marmot. Now, Cub. Quite interesting, really. I don't know, to be honest. Like, he's obviously the son of Pop, and Pop is a character that I freaking despise. I'll go over him in a moment. But yeah, Cub is I mean, he is kind of cute. I mean, he's only just a little baby bear. I mean, it was quite interesting seeing him play on the claw machine in one of the episodes. He's very he does laugh at some things as well. Like, he laughed when Handy basically got the dummy stuck in his eye. Obviously, that stopped Cub from crying. I can't bear to hear the crying. Honestly, it can be very, very annoying now and then. And Cub can sometimes prove to be a bit smarter than Pop, even though basically Cub is just a baby. Like, it just doesn't make sense, really. So yeah, Cub is just there. I think with Cub, I'm gonna put him also in B tier. So like, I'd say he's about average for me. So he's going in B tier for me. So yeah. Now, Cuddles. Oh, quite an interesting one, really. I actually really like Cuddles. Now, I know sometimes he can be a bit of a pain towards Flaky, like making her do things that she's really scared of. I'm like Flaky. But Cuddles actually, he's very energetic, very positive. He's very, like, honestly, he's got a heart. He's very, very funny sometimes as well. And I speak to someone who actually has got Cuddles as their favourite character, and he's quite entertaining as well. He's got a good voice. He's got a ship between Toofy or Giggles. I mean, I think I prefer it if it was Toofy, to be honest. So I think with Cuddles, he's actually good, but he's not my personal favourite. So I think with Cuddles, he's going in A tier. So I'll put Cuddles in A tier. Yep, that's where he's going. There you are. Now, Disco Bear. Now, I used to really like Disco Bear, I did, until obviously I started watching Series 4. I kind of lost a bit of interest in Disco Bear. All he does most of the time is go, oh yeah, and tries to hang around with the ladies. Like, I haven't seen him do that much with Flaky or Lamie, but he's done it a lot with Giggles and Petunia, who are like the biggest hoes in the show. And yeah, Disco Bear I think he should do it more with Flaky and Lamie. I think they would appreciate him more. I think with Giggles and Petunia, it's just not the sort of character to actually do it with. And Disco Bear, he's kind of like self-constant most of the time. I mean, he's basically like, he likes all the 70s sort of stuff. He goes to a 70s style restaurant where they sell like breakfast and milkshakes and stuff, and he does around with the jukeboxes that are in there as well. But I used to like Disco Bear, but nowadays I don't as much. So I think for Disco Bear, I don't hate him a lot, but in some ways he can be a bit annoying. I think I'm going to put Disco Bear in C tier. So yeah, Disco Bear's going in C tier. So yeah, that's where I put him. Now, Flaky. Oh my gosh, Flaky. I really like this character so much. She's in the background of me right now, and honestly, she suffers through anxiety as well, which I can relate to in a way. She's very shy, but her scream is very iconic. And you know, I like her voice, and I like the way she can be most of the time. She can be smarter than some characters as well. Honestly, that cute little porcupine flakes on her, and you know, she's got a massive heart, and I really respect her for who she is. Honestly, I really like Flaky. There's nothing really much to say wrong with her. She actually knows better than most characters in the show. You could probably say she knows more than Sniffles, but I wouldn't go as far as that. But yeah, I think with Flaky, I think it's obvious where I'm going to put her. And yeah, I'm going to put her in S tier. Honestly, a top-notch character for me. I really like Flaky. Yep, she's going in S tier, no doubt. Alright, now time for Flippy. Flippy's actually quite an interesting character, really. I mean, I could say a little bit about him being a bit overrated because, like, he's the most talked about character because of his backstory, you know, him going through PTSD, which I can understand because, like, it's a horrible thing to go through. And, you know, he obviously has his huge history of murdering other characters. And I know there are some people that don't actually like Flippy that much. But Flippy, I don't mind Flippy, actually. He can be a little bit funny sometimes. And, he has got some interest to me, like, you know, he was daydreaming about being ride on a unicorn, and he was running away from like his evil self, which is Flippy. And yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. And Flippy was like the first character I actually did consider a bit of his favourite. I mean, I think him and Lumpy were but then obviously when I watched the series more and more, Sniffles, you know, became more of my favourite character. And also, I do not support the Flippy x Flaky ship, and that does kind of ruin Flippy a little bit for me. I mean, it doesn't ruin Flaky, but it ruins Flippy somehow. I don't know why. I think it's because of the age gap, but, you know, honestly, that's not Flippy's fault, really, but still. I think Flippy, I do like Flippy, but not a lot. So I think for Flippy, I'm going to put him in A tier. That's where I'm going to put Flippy, A tier for me. So yeah, that's where Flippy's going. Now, Giggles. Oh my god. I cannot stand this character. I'm sorry, but I just can't. I mean, like, what the fuck? She's cheated on 3 boys, or 4 probably. She's cheated on Cuddles, she's cheated on Russell, she's cheated on Crow Marmot, she's cheated on the Mole. Like, 4 different characters she's cheated on. Honestly, unacceptable. And her attitude when Lumpy was like killing the environment, I mean, yes, it's kind of wrong of Lumpy to do that, but she could have shown a bit more of a mature attitude rather than just literally jumping onto his truck going, because like that's not how you talk to someone. Like, honestly, that's honestly a lack of respect. And I basically blame her for basically getting Sniffles killed in that bit where Lumpy chopped the tree down. Because, like, she put her and Sniffles in that position. Although she was able to get out, Sniffles wasn't. So, I do kind of blame her for that situation. And also, with Giggles, she's the character who basically survives, you know, the most. Like most of the time in the episode, she'll be the last one standing. Which can really bug me. Honestly, I can't stand her. I'm putting Giggles in D tier. I'm sorry, but no, she's not for me. She's going in D tier, without a doubt. Honestly, in you go. You're staying there. Alright, now Handy. Handy I actually quite like. I mean, at first I found him a bit meh, but when I watched the series more and more, I began to, you know, try and focus more on the fact that he was obviously getting angry about the fact he couldn't, you know, reach for things, so he'd go, which is really funny. And I am quite a bit of a fan of the Handy x Russell ship, but I do actually support the Petunia x Handy ship more, don't know why. And, you know, for a fun fact, you know, Handy's quite entertaining as well, you know, the fact that obviously he's got no hands and he's trying to work his hard. Honestly, he works really hard on most of these things he does. And I like that. I like how Handy, you know, tries to work his hardest. Honestly, he's great at it, and I appreciate it. Honestly, Handy's quite good. You know, he probably has his own company called Beaver Builder, I think. Yeah, I think it's called that, I don't know. But yeah, I like Handy a lot, but he's not my personal favourite, so I think with Handy, I'm going to put Handy in A tier. So yeah, I think if it was the past, I would have put Handy in B tier, but obviously now the way I'm looking more, he's going in A tier. So yeah, A tier is where I'm going to put Handy. Okay, now next up we've got Lamie. Lamie, I don't know really, she's quite meh to be honest, but there are some things, you know, about her that can really let me down. Like, you know, she has that thing called Mr. Pickles, right? She really likes it. I don't know why, but and the thing is about that Mr. Pickles thing, it goes around killing characters. mostly the other girls he talks to, such as Flaky, Giggles, and Petunia, which yeah, is kind of wrong. And obviously, the Mr. Pickles thing has put Lamie in a lot of really bad situations, such as going to jail for something she didn't do, and also you know, getting most of her friends killed. Obviously, she shouldn't have been covered in blood on that bit where Petunia got herself sucked up in the Hoover. Honestly, fucking terrible. And you know, I can't really forgive Lamie for the way she responded to me on Twitter as well. So yeah, I mean, but Lamie isn't too bad though. She's not the worst, but I just don't like her that much. So she's not average. So, but she's obviously bad, but not the worst. So I'm gonna put Lamie in C tier. So yeah, she's going in C tier for now. So yeah, there may be a chance I might like her more, but obviously I just don't. Alright, now, I think that's Lifty. Yeah, Lifty. Lifty, I don't know, to be honest. I don't really like these two villains that much, Lifty and Shifty. Like, there's a thing about me with villains, right? I don't really get along with them. Like, because they destroy the world. They sometimes be a bit of a bastard. Like, I don't like villains that much. I'm not a villain person. I'm not really the sort of person to like villains. I'm clearly not. And Lifty and Shifty are basically two examples. I mean, like, when they tried to take that thing off Sniffles, I think, yeah, the magic lamp, obviously his arm somehow came off. And Lifty and Shifty are very, very greedy. Like, they try and take money off you no matter what. Like, you see that time where they were going to help Lumpy, but as soon as they took his wallet, they just went off and drove away and left Lumpy all injured. Honestly, that's yeah, Lifty and Shifty for you. So yeah, I think I'm going to basically, like, I don't see much difference between Lifty and Shifty. I think the hat with Shifty obviously is there. So obviously with Lifty and Shifty, I'm just going to basically rank them. So at the same time, so and I'm basically just going to put Lifty and Shifty in D tier. So yeah, they're going in D tier for now, and yeah, that's where they're going, D tier. Alright, so I've basically stopped recording OBS because for some reason the storage is running out. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to screenshot every single move I do with the character list. So yeah, I've just basically paused the OBS thing just to basically screenshot instead. So yeah. Alright, so Mime is next. Oh my god. I don't like Mime that much, I'm sorry, but I don't think he's the worst. I mean, I did sort of like him a bit more when Series 4 started coming out, because like he didn't act as bad. But the way he was in the TV series, oh my god, it pissed me off so much. Like, I remember the time where basically Cuddles was like injured on the plane, so Flaky tried to call for him to help, but freaking Mime was claiming that Cuddles was asleep. Like, he literally wasn't asleep, he was dead. Like, oh my god, can you be that stupid? And also, the Mime does things invisibly. Like, he literally pretended to clean a window. And then obviously he cleaned the real one, and obviously Disco Bear went through the real one and literally injured himself. Like, it's fucked up as hell. So, I can't really say that's forgivable at all. And I don't hate Mime, like, a lot, but I do think he's a bit bad. So I think with Mime, I'm going to put Mime in C tier. So obviously he's bad, but not the worst, like I said. So yeah, he's going in C tier. So yeah. Alright, now Nutty. Ooh, quite an interesting one actually. I don't mind Nutty actually. I mean, Nutty has got a big friendship with my favourite character of all time, with that being Sniffles, of course, which I can literally respect. But sometimes Nutty can be a big pain in the ass. Like, he's got a big candy addiction. Like, if he sees candy anywhere, he'll just take it off no matter what and try and get the best he can to get it. Like, one I'm referring to is when he tried to take the lollipop off a cub. Like, literally, that was kind of stupid. And he literally, when he sees a lot of things that are colourful, he thinks that's candy. Like, for example, when he sees fireworks, he eats them, thinking it's candy. But obviously, it isn't. It's fireworks. Dangerous fireworks that can kill you. So, yeah, that obviously happens. And the one time, obviously, Nutty's been a pain to Sniffles was when he literally ate Sniffles in that Christmas theatre episode, which was kind of grim. So yeah, and also, you know, I do like Nutty though. He's got a really nice voice though, and he's got I think he's got ADHD as well, which explains all the candy addiction. So yeah, but I don't like him a lot, but I don't hate him. So I think with Nutty, I'm basically gonna put Nutty in B tier. So he's average to me, I would say. So yeah, Nutty's average, so he's going in B tier. So yeah, all right, now Lumpy. Oh, Lumpy. I don't know really, like, he's basically my profile picture on Discord. Like that's what I mean. There's also a pro picture on the YTP channel. And yeah, I really like Lumpy, honestly. He was actually my favourite character when I first started watching the series. And, you know, I liked how tall he was most of the time and his voice. I mean, some had a go at me for basically saying that, why would you consider Lumpy your favourite? He literally kills people, he's very, very clumsy. Yeah, I know that, but honestly, there's just something about Lumpy I really, really like. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's either because his voice or because of like the way he can be in the show. Like, I don't know, like there's just something I really, really like about Lumpy. I don't know what it is. Like he doesn't get angry at characters. I mean, maybe sometimes he does, but not like the way Giggles does. And Lumpy does try his best to, you know, save characters. Like he tries his best most of the time, but sometimes he can't help himself. Like he's very, very delusional, but sometimes he just can't help that. I think that's how it works with Lumpy. So I think for Lumpy, do I want to put him in S tier or A tier? I think, you know what, he's going S tier. I'm going to put Lumpy in S tier. So yeah, you can go ahead and disagree with me, but I honestly think Lumpy deserves that S tier spot. So he's going in S tier, without a doubt. So yeah, alright, now Petunia. I don't know really. Like, Petunia did cheat on Handy and Mime, I know that. But she only cheated twice, whereas Giggles cheated 4 or 5 times. And I do like, there is something about Petunia I really, really like. I don't know what it is, but I think it's just like her character and the fact she's a skunk, like a blue skunk. Yeah, there's just something about that I just generally think, you know, is likable. And she's very, very pretty. Like, and I can kind of respect that. But I just don't think, you know, she's the sort of character I generally like that much. I just think, you know, she's just a bit off for me on some occasions. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, just like when sometimes she gets angry as well. Like, she got angry at Lamie when Lamie, where she thought Lamie ripped her plush when in reality it was Mr. Pickles. So yeah, I think for Petunia, I think it's either going to be B tier or C tier. Which one should I go with? I'll tell you what, I'm going to put her in C tier. I think C tier is better for her to be positioned. So yeah, C tier for me. Alright, now Pop. My least favourite character of all time. I cannot stand this character. I've been involved in some drama involving him as well, because like sometimes when I talk shit about him, people have a massive go at me for it. I guarantee they probably will in this video as well, but whatever. I did say I respect opinions, and I literally am doing that right now. But like, basically Pop, like, he is terrible at looking after his son. Like, honestly, I know he does try his best, but sometimes he would do it on purpose, and he would just go off smiling thinking he's doing a good job, when in reality he isn't. And like, and also he didn't give 2 shits when he literally knocked that fan onto Handy. Like, he just focused more on taking care of Cub. Like, Handy was literally killed from a fan. Like, his head was literally fucked. And also, he didn't accept the fact that Sniffles was trying to help him save Cub from the wishing well, even though Cub wasn't even in the wishing well in the first place, but still. During the time Pop thought he was, obviously Sniffles and the mole tried to help him, and he clearly declined it all, and said, oh, I could do it myself. Like, that was honestly unacceptable, in my opinion, and I fucking hate him for that. Honestly, like, there isn't really much I can say as positive about him at all. Like, I mean, he does try his best as a father, but just not good enough. So I'm going to put Pop in D tier. He's going in D tier, and that's where I'm going to keep him until I eventually die. So, okay, so now Russell. Oh, Russell. I actually quite like Russell. I think with Russell, I consider him to be the most underrated character. Like, I don't really see or hear much people talking about him. Like, he's so underrated, and I think he deserves more notice. So he's a pirate, right? A cat pirate. I think he's a cat. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he's got quite a good friendship story with Lumpy. Like, he hangs out with Lumpy quite a lot, especially when fishing. And he does have this shit with Handy, which I actually do kind of like. So yeah, he is quite likable as well. He's got a good voice. I can literally respect. And, you know, he's very, very likeable. So I think with Russell, he's not my favourite of all time, but he actually is quite a good character. So I'm going to put Russell in A tier. Russell's going in A tier without a doubt. So, yep, A tier is where he belongs. So, yep, Now, Sniffles. Oh my gosh, Sniffles. Yes, I have been waiting for this character to show up, and yet here he is. I adore this character without a doubt. I mean, yes, he has his ups and downs now and then, like he did in the Pet Peeve episodes and I guess the Blast of the Past episode, but I think with Blast of the Past he was trying his best to turn it all around and make up, but I guess it just wasn't enough. But you know, Sniffles is cute, honestly, his voice, I can't get over it. And he's the smartest character ever, and there are times where he actually does help characters, like he works in a hospital. He's better at working in a hospital than freaking Lumpy is. And honestly, I most of the time feel bad for him, because like he's trying to stop himself from, you know, trying to eat the ants, but he just does it anyway, because as you know, he's an ant-eater. And some of the deaths they make him go through are absolutely brutal. Like, I just can't get over it at all. And whoever literally voice acted Sniffles, I think it was Liz Stewart, honestly bravo on that, because the scream that he does is insane. Like, it sounds so accurate to what someone would literally scream like if they're in pain. Like, honestly, good job on that. So yeah, Sniffles, I think it's obvious on where he's going, and yet he's going in C tier. No, S tier. Fucking hell, not C tier. S tier. Yep, Sniffles is going in S tier no matter what. I'm keeping him there, and he's going to stay there for a long, long time. So, yep, that's where he's going. Alright, now Splendid, a character that Sniffles is a big fan of. Where am I going to rank Splendid? Oh, I don't know, to be honest. I can't say I like him that much, because like he's basically a superhero, but he'd be better off in Suicide Squad, because like he does a terrible job being a superhero. He mostly kills them rather than saves them, which is just shit. But you know, he's a superhero. Like sometimes he does save them, but just not enough. And like, he is somewhat entertaining in a way. He is like somewhat entertaining, but just not really that good. Like I just don't see how, you know, he can impress me in any way like that much. I just don't know. I think with Splendid, it's gonna be either B tier or C tier. I won't put him in D tier because I don't hate him that much. Honestly, D tier is for characters I freaking despise. So I think with Splendid, I'm gonna put Splendid in. You know what? I'll put him in B tier. B tier is good. Well, I'll at least respect him in a way. So yeah, he's going in B tier. So yeah, he belongs in B tier. All right, now for the mole. Not really much to say about the mole really. He's a blind character, obviously all moles are blind, as to be expected. He can have some talent in a way. He can sometimes be quite smart compared to other characters, which I can respect in a way. And he clearly does he does know best now and then. He does have a lot of jobs as well, but obviously some of the jobs he has he shouldn't be having. Because like, I mean, how do you expect the freaking mole to drive while he's blind? Honestly, you literally can't. You can't see where he's going. And yeah, I think for the mole, I don't hate him, but at the same time I don't like him. He's quite mid. So I think for the mole, I'm gonna put him in B tier. So yeah, he's basically average to me, I'll just say. So yeah, he's going in B tier. Alright, now for the last character, Toofy. That's right, Toofy. I actually quite like Toofy, not gonna lie, but he's not my personal favourite, just like I've said with most characters. But I think Toofy actually, I respect a lot, because, you know, he's got a big heart, and when he's in pain, he does cry, I know, but he's very, very brave, very, very brave. And, you know, there is one person on Discord who's a big fan of this character as well. And I do kind of pretend that he's literally Toofy himself, just like how I do with Cuddles Media. So yeah, and as like I said, he's got that shit with Cuddles as well. So, you know, I think Toofy actually is quite entertaining. He's quite a good character. At first I found him quite meh, but I somewhat liked him more and more as time went on. So yeah, I think for Toofy, I'm gonna put Toofy in A tier. So yeah, he's going in A tier for me. So yeah, and that's basically my Happy Tree Friends tier list ranking. So S tier, we have Flaky, Lumpy and Sniffles. A tier, we have Cuddles, Flippy, Handy, Russell and Toofy. For B tier, we have Crow Marmot, Cub, Nutty, Splendid and the Mole. C tier, we have Disco Bear, Lamie, Mime and Petunia. And for D tier, we have Giggles, Lify, Shifty and Pop. So yeah, that's my tier list. So if there's any you agree to and have any thoughts on, let me know and I'll appreciate it. But obviously, if you have any tier list you want to literally put in the comments, feel free. But obviously, it may take you a lot of time. But yeah, so basically, this is just my opinion and where I've ranked them. So if you disagree, honestly, that's fine. But don't go around and bash me because this is just my opinion and what I think. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So bye bye, peace out, and think for yourselves.